Hey, what's up, guys? Aaron here. So, before I dive into a little bit about Celsius and other market updates, first, let's take a look at the prices. So, coins are doing pretty darn well. Brett is up 11%. 2 days ago, I was giving out some Brett on my Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure to do so. I randomly decided to just give away some Brett using the Coinbase wallet, which I love. So another video on that a little bit later. But anyway, Bitcoin is closing in on its all-time high. But first, I want to play this 26-second video from Casey Rodamore and then talk about what I think about it.
99.99% of the projects at this conference are complete and utter bullshit. They have some fancy white paper, they make all these crazy claims, right? And their purpose, if we ignore, what they are trying to do, yeah. Glad that that's sort of known. But, their purpose is really to print a token and dump it on retail investors.
Pretty much. 99.99% of the projects at Consensus 2024, basically talking about altcoins. And if you don't know who this guy is, he created ordinals. Ordinals are basically NFTs / meme coins / trading cards, whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of controversy about ordinals, but I do agree with him. I mean, right here, we're getting the inventor of Uniswap. He is coming down on essentially what Iggy Azalea with her mother token, that meme coin, her basically trolling Vitalik Buterin. Her coin is doing very well, but literally her coin is just a meme coin and it's not even doing anything. And basically, Hayden says these coins are just there to extract as much value from followers as possible. And I'm not disagreeing with him. Really quick, we have VanEck giving their 2030 ETH price target. It says 22K, but if you go to the actual report, bear case, $360 per ETH in 2020, and then as high as maybe 154,000. And then they come to a median price of 22K in about 6 years. I think 6 years, 22K for ETH would be a very, very good price. Really quick from Charlie Bolello, he says Bitcoin returned since 2010. You can see since 2010, we've had just several down years, and they are followed by 3 years of doing very, very well. So this is no surprise for most of you guys, but it's important to remember that Bitcoin usually goes up with some very, very annoyingly red bad years in between. But they're only bad if you have a short-term time frame or if you are calculating your net worth in US dollars or fiat currency. If you see your net worth in Bitcoin terms, then this is a time just to do nothing or to buy more, because then your fiat dollars can buy more Bitcoin during these bear markets. So I want to talk a little bit about Ionic Digital really quickly, but before I do that, a couple things have been coming through the docket. Basically, there are individuals that are trying to get the judge to give them more money for Celsius because they got paid in US dollars and they got paid months after they were supposed to get paid. So essentially, they got paid 126 days after the effective date, January 31st. And by doing so, these people, there are, I think, 3 different people, they say that they basically got screwed because not only are they not getting crypto, they got US dollars, but they didn't get it at the lower prices. They got US dollars when the prices of Bitcoin were much, much higher. So then they didn't get to invest into Bitcoin or Ethereum and then realize that appreciation that everybody else who got crypto did. So we'll see what happens with these cases. I don't know if they will get basically what they say they're owed right here. The shortfall, this person says he was shortchanged $86,000. This person, $88,000. So we will see. So it's been a long time since Ionic Digital made an announcement. And trust me, it's annoying. I wish they talked more. I wish they were sharing every single frickin' day, right? But April 30th, so it's been over a month, that's when they filed their amended Form 10 with the SEC. Now, I did some research and I tried to figure out how long it takes after a company files the amended Form 10 to when they get listed on, in this case, NASDAQ. And there really isn't any definitive answer here. There's a lot of things that need to get approved before a company can get listed. So everybody that's been asking, for good reason, what about Ionic? How can I sell my shares? Right now, to my knowledge, there is no secondary market for selling your shares. I don't even know if that's possible. If it is, I'll make a video on it. Maybe there are some people that are buying claims that are maybe buying people's shares. I really don't know, but if so, I'll let you know. So what is Ionic Digital going to do when it gets listed? Well, we do not know for sure, obviously, but taking a look at some of these other stocks, so this is Iron. It's doing very, very well. It had a recent massive pump. Here is Hut 8 going all the way to the beginning of the year. Hut 8 has been just kind of chopping sideways for the most part. CleanSpark from 2024 definitely had a big run. It's come down a little bit after that. Here we have Cypher from 2024 right here. A lot of really, really big moves from $2 all the way up to $5.75. TeraWolf recently had a massive pump. The end of last year, it was $3.17. And then it hit a low of around $1.20. So a lot of volatility. So here's what I hope for when Ionic Digital gets listed. And I'll just show you a couple other ones. This is Riot and Marathon. So what I've been noticing just peripherally, looking at these Bitcoin mining stocks or mining companies, is that a lot of it has to do with public sentiment. So yeah, it has to do with their balance sheet, how they use debt, also how they interact with their shareholders and the PR, which is really, really huge. Some of these companies have just done a really, really bad job of communications, and therefore the price tumbles, or at least short-term tumbles. So what I'm hoping is that Matt Prusak, who I believe is a very competent and very, very smart guy. What I'm hoping is that right now, as he is getting Ionic Digital to go public and dealing with the SEC, he is studying all of these other Bitcoin mining companies. He is studying what they do to make the price go up, what they mistakenly do to make the price go down, how they use debt, their balance sheet, how they are communicating, everything that is affecting these up and down swings. And what I'm assuming he's doing is strategizing, how can we make Ionic Digital as profitable as possible? Because he does have a vested interest. His compensation is partly tied to the performance of this company. He wants this to be a massive, massive success. So that's basically all we know. There really hasn't been any other updates. And again, as of now, there's no way to sell your shares. But if there are any claim buyers that also want to be Ionic Digital buyers, no idea what kind of price they would buy the shares for. But if I do find some that are willing to buy, and if you can even do so from Ionic Digital, I don't even know if it's possible on the website yet. I will let you guys know, because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that would just want to offload all your shares, even if it's at a discount to what we got them for. So that is it for the video. Just wanted to talk a little bit about inscriptions, ordinals. Casey's saying that 99% of projects are basically utter BS, and also some about Ionic Digital. Really nothing we can do with that yet, but hopefully soon, and I will definitely let you know. And a couple plugs before I leave you. The first one, iTrust Capital. This is where I have a Roth IRA. Right now it's worth over $12,000, which is kind of nice. And this is something that when, I forgot the age, like 59 and a half or something, I'll be able to either sell this Bitcoin or transfer this Bitcoin. I can do whatever I want with it, but since it's in a Roth IRA, I will not be taxed when I cash this out. So you can use my link below if you'd like to check out iTrust Capital. You can roll over a 401k. You can open up a new retirement account, and there are a couple other different accounts as well. You can also invest in all these different altcoins if you'd like, or just stick with Bitcoin, totally up to you. And finally, guys, if you don't already have a hardware wallet, these are the Tangem wallets right here, the Tangem cards. Tangem keeps coming out with new things, and I like what they're doing. They're really trying to encompass the entire crypto space. They are not a Bitcoin only company, so if that's important to you, you may want to find another one if you want. But these cards basically connect directly to your phone. I'll show it on another video, but essentially you tap the card directly to the back of your phone, and then these cards log you in. So these cards are basically your access to your wallet and the ability to send crypto to another wallet or sell or do whatever you want. So that's basically it, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. And until next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.